Hi there. Welcome to episode 2 of Roller Coaster Tycoon While You Sleep. Now, if you haven't seen episode 1, don't worry. You won't need to have seen it to follow our build tonight. But it is linked in a card at the end of this video if you're interested. Our last roller coaster was themed after a lush green jungle that goes in and out of the mountain. But we have a second mountain on this map, directly across. I've gone ahead and taken the liberty of building up the mountains on this side to kind of create a bit of sightline blockage for our guests, or at least give the illusion of sightline blockage. Thematically, I think the best roller coaster to build in this situation is probably the inverted coaster. Right there. For this ride, I thought it would be best to approach it with the theme at the forefront of our minds, instead of retconning a theme after we've built the ride. I'll explain more as we go. Wonder how high that is. 40 feet? Yeah, that feels about right. We can also build the mountain up underneath the ride once we've completed it. But let's give it a really long station. Maybe we can run 3 trains, something like that. Let's see if that does the trick. So many of these rides start off immediately with a chain lift. So we'll do that here. I kind of want to tell a story with this roller coaster. We ride to the top just like any old ski lift. But things have gone awry, and you're about to go careening through the mountains and the trees uncontrollably. That's the story I'd like to tell. And I think we can get that feeling across. I'm going to go ahead and lower this all down so we can see it. We can bring it back up later. And what if we went straight into a large half loop? We're going to go ahead and start the testing just to see if we make it. Here we go. Will our first loop work? It works great. In fact, we might be going a little too fast. Let's see if we straightened this out just a little bit. Let's see how this goes. Much better. It's not quite giving you the same whipping effect. Just go straight underneath. And let's turn it into more of like a cobra roll. We're going in line with the station. I think it would be cool to do something interacting with the station. How do we want to do this? I have an idea. Let's cut underneath the station. This is where we will start the portion of the ride that really clings to the edge of the mountain. Just watch. We're going to soar back up with all of the momentum we've created. Let's check to see how we're doing. Let's do a quick test run. I mean, it's looking pretty sick right now, if I do say so myself. So we have plenty of speed. And that is going to propel us around to this side of the station. And we'll keep it interesting. Instead of just a straight long line, we're going to do some inline twists. So we're going to keep it low to the ground, and we're going to try to launch it right up. This portion of the ride is really going to be told through the theming. We're also going to be bringing up the mountain around a lot of this, and then adding trees. There will be more happening over here, and you'll see at the end what I mean by that. Maybe we send it back up in a large helix. Well, maybe not. I'm trying to figure out where we want to send the train next. So much of my build time is spent just staring, just thinking about what the next move could be. What if we did another large loop? I don't know if we're going to have enough speed though. Let's go ahead and test. Part of me thinks this is not going to work. I mean, we can always try. Well, I was wrong. We have the perfect amount of speed. And we're at the point now where we really should think about what our final feature, what our final point is going to be, and bring it back into the station right over here. Do another sweep of the ground. Maybe we do another inline twist here. We're running back into the coaster. So we have to go up. Let's turn off supports. That helps a lot. We want to cut back in right through the middle here. There we go. And I bet you we can pull off an inline twist right here into a corkscrew. You know, this might end up being too intense for the speeds we're going. Let's just give it a smooth banked turn, and we can still fit one more inversion in before we get back to the station. Maybe here is where the brakes should be. Right there. And then that brings us right around here. So there's no major accidents. And we're in. So let's do a test to make sure we like what we see. I will admit, I am a little nervous. I'm afraid we made something too intense. But we'll see very shortly. It is a beautiful coaster. It's going to be even nicer once we start theming. Here it comes into the station. Wow. I really love these stats. Our excitement rating is 7.09. Now remember that number, and we'll see how it changes once we do some theming. Our intensity is 9.67, and I was worried that it would be higher than that. We pulled 2.4 lateral Gs, which is just on this edge of too much. But 2.6 seconds of total airtime with 6 inversions. I think that's pretty moderate. I would ride this roller coaster. I'm really happy with this. And with that said, I think it's time to start theming. First, we'll start with the basics. We have 3 trains with 9 cars per train. That's pretty pretty decent throughput, I would hope. We're going to run this as continuous circuit mode, and the lift hill chain speed is as high as we can make it. Let's go with let's start with the abstract theming, but let's mess with the colors. Yeah, this pink and purple situation really has to go. Light blue, dark blue, and ice blue are all sticking out to me. Maybe even white. And with these supports, if we make them maroon or brown, we might be able to blend them in with the trees that we'll place here. I'm not sure. And now that I'm looking at it, maybe the theme should be snow and ice. You know, I don't love it, but we're gonna sit with these colors and we can kind of perfect them later. The next step is raising the land all around the coaster. If we really want to tell the story of a ski lift that has lost control in the mountains, then we're gonna have to do more than just change the colors to get that across. Look at that little wibbly wobbly track piece. It was not banked correctly. Let's fix that. And good deal. This coaster type is so good at creating a feeling of near misses, and keeping close to the ground can help us create and preserve that. Maybe the best style to serve this theme is the log cabin. It's like a ski resort. And now for the trees. There's a really diverse variety of trees available in Open RCT2. So I plucked out most of the evergreen trees, the ones you would find on a snowy mountain. Before we go any further with the trees, let's build our queue line and our pathing. We could maybe put a plaza here in the next episode. And a little bit more adjustment of the ground and some amenities. And I'm taking some of these smaller plants and filling in the gaps. And let's make a few more adjustments to the color. And welcome to this new area of the park, my peeps. Welcome to Inverted Roller Coaster 1. We can do better than that. But what should we name it? We could do a snow pun. It's a ski lift. Ski drop. Yeah? Ski drop. I think I like that. Welcome to Ski Drop, my peeps. And of course, we need to put down a balloon stand. We'll make these icy blue. It seems like people are enjoying themselves. Should we get in line? And with all of the theming, We are now at an excitement rating of 7.82. We went up nearly a full point just through theming alone. I'm really proud of what we did. Thank you for going on this journey with me. And when we pull back, you can see that we still have a lot of work to do. So I'll see you in the next one, huh? Thanks again for stopping by. Good night.